Hey everyone, Editing Fruity here. I just wanted to interject before the video truly begins to say that this video was recorded before the content cop about Ethan came out, and I do plan on doing a react video to it. Hopefully I can get it done this weekend, but we'll just have to wait and see. So if you're wondering while watching this video why I don't mention the content cop video is because this was recorded the weekend before I, upload this video, and at the time that I'm recording this, it literally came out yesterday. So I do plan on talking about it, but for right now, this video is just going to be about Ethan Klein targeting random people online. Like, not content creators, just random people, like people on Reddit. Just random Reddit users. So with that being said, enjoy the video, and again, I will be doing a video about the content cop video very soon, hopefully. So I did break my vow to not mention Ethan Klein anymore when I made a video about how Ethan Klein just doesn't cover certain topics when it comes to what's been going on in regards to Israel and Palestine. So, we're back to making Ethan Klein videos because this man has not given up and is getting desperate at this point, to the point where he is still going after Hassan and other content creators such as Noah Samson, people like that, but he is now trying to go after Redditors and just random people online. It is so fun and very sad at the same time. So we have like two examples here. One on Reddit from O'Brien Yep, it's the same person. This person, O'Brien Potatoes, who essentially, has also, been publicly targeted by Ethan since they came out with this, got a letter, I guess, or an email from Ethan Klein's lawyer. So we have this post and this one as well. We'll kind of get into this in some of the documents, but with this post we have someone asked me to post this by itself, so here you go. In a previous post I shared the email I received from Ethan Klein's lawyer over an alleged minute and a half clip uploaded to the Snark page that they are claiming that does not fall under fair use. The rest of the letter is basically just legal jargon about what fair use is, why the clip posted doesn't apparently fall under that umbrella, yada yada. But the good part is this: the demand so that I don't face litigation, mind you, they address this to an incorrect name and address me as Mr. when I'm a woman. So not sure how people are going to Google me. Anyways, enjoy and maybe check your emails. So we have this: your only option to avoid litigation. 2, you provide our office with all correspondence that you have had with the moderators of H3 Snark. You provide our office with all correspondence you have had with other H3 Snark users. You provide our office with all correspondence you have had with Reddit. You provide our office with information regarding the identities of H. So essentially what this part is saying is that in order to avoid litigation, you have to do all this stuff that has nothing to do with the video that they are apparently, gonna face litigation for. Like, this is all stuff that has nothing to do with the video. It's just like, no, rat out the H3 Snark. I don't know if this is really gonna go anywhere. It doesn't cost much or anything to just send a letter, really, when it comes to this stuff. I don't know. I'm not a big city lawyer, but there's no way they can do anything from this. And they put down here, if you do not or cannot satisfy all 5 conditions, TEI will sue you for copyright infringement and misrepresentation. Keep in mind that that federal court filings are public. Anyone performing a simple Google search on you, let alone a background check, will discover this information, and once judgment is entered against you, the court's finding that you engaged in copyright infringement and lied in a legal document will also be publicly available. This just feels not blackmail, because that would be secretive. This feels like exploitation. You're just trying to get this person you're just attacking this random person in hopes that they will bow to your whim and give you everything they have so that you could try to take down H3 Snark. And it's just pathetic. This doesn't feel real. I mean, it does feel real. I mean, we're looking at it, but it feels insane to actually look at because this is just so fucking stupid. So this was like the Twitter post, I guess, that was like the pretext of this. So it's from the same person. Ethan Klein isn't going after public figures criticizing him. He's also threatening a litigation against random people like me who allegedly posted a 1.5 minute long clip on reddit.com. Lamau, you had to be kidding me. So this is the original email, I guess. TEI versus redacted, copyright infringement, and misrepresentation. Please see the attach. So yeah, this is insane. Like, what the fuck are they doing? We are counsel for TED Entertainment Inc. If you have counsel, please forward this correspondent to your attorney and have them communicate with me directly about this matter. We are in receipt of your December 5th, 2024 counter notification to Reddit, the December 5th, 2024 fraudulent counter notification, although our office only received it today. As set forth below, 1. Under no circumstances does your use of TEI's work on H3 Snark constitute fair use. I wonder if, okay, so maybe they'll bring it down here, like explain how it's not fair use. 2, your fraudulent counter notification constitutes misrepresentation under 17 USC section 512F, an opportunity for you to avoid a lawsuit for copyright infringement and misrepresentation. We already kind of covered this part. In the takedown notice our office issued on September 18th, 2024, our office provided a highly detailed fair use analysis to explain why your post did not constitute fair use. A PDF file printout of the takedown is attached to this letter as Exhibit A. The analysis for the fair use factor is not fully visible. The PDF printout of your post is attached to letter, whatever. The first fair use factor explains the purpose and character of your specific use of TEI's work. The takedown explained that your post does not serve a different purpose or have a different character than the original work because 1, the title of your post, i.e. Ethan and Dan confirm posting to Snark will get you banned, did not provide any commentary, criticism, or further insight into the content of the clip, but merely summarizes the contents of the clip. There were no comments for your post, and the moderators prohibited the creation of any comments for the post. Okay, this just seems like lame shit. Okay, and we already covered this, but like, what is he doing? Like, he's just going after random people. I don't know if this will even go anywhere, because I feel like with this person, I don't know if they're like a content creator or anything. I mean, they don't seem like it. So this could be like a private, I don't know how far this would even be able to go, since this seems to be more like a private citizen. Like, I don't understand what he thinks he could gain from this. Like, this isn't a public figure, by the way, so like, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. I think this is purely just him trying to puff up his chest and try to bully random people into not, posting about him. And then he puts this person on blast, being like, let me introduce you to this dipshit. He posted a clip to Snark that we DMC'd. That should have been it. But he then filed a fraudulent counter notification to bring the video back up, thereby forcing our hand to enforce our IP. Like, this random person did this, and you're like, no, you're forcing my hand. Like, this, if your biggest op is someone who at the time only had like 32 followers on Twitter, now has like 80, 88, what are you doing? You're a grown-ass man with your own company. Why are you spending your time like this? Imagine if fucking Bezos did this. Imagine if Bezos did this. Everyone would think he's the biggest loser on the planet. And obviously, I don't think Ethan Klein is anywhere near the amount of prominence, in figures like Jeff Bezos. But like, if any other like owner of a business did this shit, it would come off lame as hell. But because Ethan has lost a lot of his goodwill when it comes to the internet, people just don't really care. I don't think people are surprised anymore that this guy is just a bottom of the barrel troll who just goes after randos on Twitter. We got his email from the forum, and with very little work, his real ID. I will be suing him, but he needs to get in line. He's the very low priority, but we have 3 years to sue, plenty of time. By the way, dude, 8 years in university, please get a job. There are degrees that require multiple years, like more than 4. Please, bro, get a job. As someone studying accounting and finance, I think you have a better sense of risk management. Oh well, some lessons come free. Oh god, this is just, I like how he puts down here, hope the 15 minutes of clout from Snark was worth it. You're putting this person on blast. You're If you don't want them to get clout, then why are you even playing into this? Why are you going after random people and giving them a platform if you don't want to give random snark users clout? It's just like insane bullying tactics. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Even with like his public, like him trying to go after public figures like Noah and Hassan, I don't think that's going to go anywhere because it's just so fucking dumb. You could just show he's just trying to do like bully tactics with this not really going anywhere. I don't know. The Noah one might go somewhere, but like at some point, when is someone gonna bring him aside and be like, hey, this isn't worth it? And we got some of that with Steiny from the Nelk Boys, who called into Ethan's show because Steiny and Ethan are pretty good friends, apparently. But Steiny called into the show, and apparently this was about Steiny bringing on Hassan for their podcast, and Ethan wasn't happy about it. So he, called him, they talked about it, and Steiny essentially says that he just needs to stop stop what he's doing and just be an adult.
Okay, look bad or what? Why don't you ask me something positive, dude?
Listen, okay, try.
Like, yo, how is yours and Steve's relationships now? Oh, it's really great, H3. After the podcast, we mended the relationship. Since you didn't watch the whole thing, it ended very positively. We shook hands.
Okay, good.
Showed love to each other.
Good.
Something that adults do. And good. Hopefully you and Hassan can do one day.
Oh, bro, you are fucking with the fucking... You are literally walking with the sheep. If you were my friend... Listen, if you were my friend...
Maybe I'm
if you were my friend, you wouldn't even have had him on. It wouldn't even be a question.
Oh my fucking god, he's such a loser. Like, everyone... This is what I don't understand, too. Is, like, is there nobody in the crew who is looking at him and just being like, dude, we have to, like, stop. You have to stop. This is getting too far. Like, is there nobody in the crew? Because it feels like any time, any normal-ish person looks into this, they're just like, why is Ethan being so fucking weird? And again, this is coming from Steiny of the Nelk Boys, a fucking Trump glazer, shit like that. Like, even a Nelk boy, it's just like, dude, you're doing too much. Just be an adult and just talk to him.
I'm just letting you know, and maybe he fooled me, but it seems like that guy actually...
He did fool you.
At this point, maybe not at this point, it's different.
Oh shit, did not mean to do that.
But it seemed like he actually genuinely cared or cares about you.
Yeah, he did fool you. He's a psychopathic piece of shit that spent the last year trying to destroy me. And by the way, and just...
Heavy projection. I don't remember Hassan making a content nuke about Ethan, which was filled with fucking lies and misrepresentations.
Lying, clipping, doing all this ridiculous shit. And that's part of his shtick, is that he shows up to other people's...
Does he think that Hassan is the guy that he sees in the mirror? Because that's the only way this really makes sense, because that's what Ethan's been doing this entire time. He's been clipping, he's been misrepresenting what Hassan says, he's been smearing him. Like, if you think that's what Hassan is doing, what do you think you're doing?
Show, and like a psychopath who can perform on a high level to charm and trick people. That's what he does. And he's explicitly said it, that he does it for the explicit purpose of running normies through into his funnel to radicalize them.
You know what's funny about that too is that Ethan says this as if this was some like hidden information he discovered, and you can see that in his content nuke about Hassan when he brings this section up, because Hassan is open about that he will try to go into normie spaces to, hopefully capture a more normie and maybe even sometimes right-wing audience and talk in a way that hopefully they will start to, agreeing with what he says. It's a sort of like propaganda radicalization. The right wing does that too, by the way, and they have done it pretty effectively. I mean, you could see that with like Trump going on the podcast during the election cycle earlier. I mean, last year. But the way that Ethan found this out wasn't because like he found like text messages or like hidden Discord messages where Hassan had admitted this to be like a master plan of his. No, he found this out because Hassan says this openly, where he's just like, yeah, this is like how, you get your messaging across effectively is by, going on normie platforms like podcast and shit like that. Like recently, I believe Hassan was like on a sports show where they talked about, what he does on Twitch and shit like that. And he even said it there where he was just like, yeah, I think going on these sort of platforms is good because it helps me reach a more moderate audience that might agree with me on certain things, or who I can, talk to and on certain terms, and maybe, clear the air, try to get them more so to the left, which you don't think should be a bad thing for a liberal like Ethan. But that's the thing, like, and when you hear the terms like, propaganda and radicalization, you understandably, they come off as really bad terms. But as I said before, propaganda is just like, it's just marketing. Propaganda isn't inherently bad. Propaganda isn't inherently bad. It's essentially, marketing in a way. And same with like, radicalized, if I want someone to be radicalized, I'd rather they be radicalized into like onto a side that believes in free healthcare than like right-wing radicalization where it's like, black people are subhuman. Like which way would you rather have them radicalized? Like, oh no, it's so dangerous. We can't have people thinking that like everyone is created equal and everyone should be given the same rights and respect. That's so dangerous. Like, he's just insane. He has lost his goddamn mind for like almost the last 2 years. Like, ever since Leftovers broke up and he has been out on his own, he has just progressively gotten worse and worse in regards to this whole situation. And it could all be settled if he'd probably just talk to him. Even if, like, I'm not saying they'll probably like get back together and be friends again. Honestly, I don't know how you could ever be friends with someone who smeared you for like a year and a half because he just was petty over the fact that you're in the right of a situation and he's clearly in the wrong when it comes to Israel-Palestine. But like, when it comes to Ethan, he just really needs to take a break. He needs someone to like just sit down and talk to him. And I feel like nobody's doing that. I mean, Dan, honestly, for a second, I thought could have been the person to do that. Dan, who, works on it, is like a part of the crew. But apparently Dan is like very much for a lot of this stuff. I mean, we saw it with like the Noah Samson stuff, where he was like feeding into the Noah Samson could possibly be an R-wordist, even though that was proven to be false pretty quickly. And we saw that, and I also thought maybe AB could be that person, but AB would rather beef with other pro-Palestinian people online than actually stand up to his boss. Like, it's gross. This is so gross. And I feel like unless Ethan is truly willing to get somebody normal onto his podcast and actually talk to him, this isn't going to go anywhere. Like, this is the most that he has really faced criticism on his show by Steiny, and it's very light criticism too. It's just like, hey, be normal. But it's because, he doesn't want to face any criticism for this openly. He'd rather stay in his little bubble where he can just lie to his audience without any pushback. It's why he won't do anything with Hassan, even though Hassan has openly said that he would watch the content nuke alongside Ethan to debunk him in real time. Like, he will do it with Ethan. They'll watch the content nuke so that he can debunk Ethan in real time, and he ducked him because he just didn't watch it on his own. Because Hassan didn't want to watch it on his own. He was like, I'll watch it with you and we'll have a discussion about it. That's how I'll do it. And he ducked him. And that seems like it would be a pretty easy thing to do, and he's still just trying to run away from it. But yeah, it's just pathetic. Like, I truly don't know how he can hit a new low now that he's trying to go after random people online, but he just continues to find one. I mean, this is the same guy who said that he wants to go to Israel to essentially do Israeli propaganda. And while I said earlier propaganda, isn't inherently a bad thing, Israeli propaganda definitely is. Israeli propaganda is definitely terrible propaganda. But I think that's just where we're going to leave this off. Fuck Ethan Klein. Hello everyone, thank you for watching today's video. If you would like to see more videos like this, please leave a like and subscribe down below. If you would like to check out my gaming videos, you can follow me at FruitySaur Gaming. And if you would like to check out my podcast where I talk about anime, comics, movies, video games, and even pro wrestling, you can follow me at The Fruit Basket. But that's all I had to say for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching once again, and I will see you next time.